Okay, let me not put criteria, let me export all the accounts. So it has done 21 extractions. See how fast it does. The operation has fully completed, there were 24. You can see the extraction. So these are the records which were extracted. Okay. You can also go and see it in the CSV file which has got saved on our desktop. So whatever location you described. See. So we have this in CSV format as well. Right. Let's say now what I want to do is I want to update the fax number for all these records. Let's say I want to update the fax for all the records. So what we'll need to do? We need to go and update the fax. But once I put it back into Salesforce, once I try to update, so I need a reference field. This ID here, Salesforce ID will act as the reference field, right? So this will help Salesforce identify that okay, this is which record, because see, name can be duplicate. As you can see here, Dell and another Dell. So there are two records with the name Dell. There are two records with the name IBM. So name can be duplicate. It cannot reference based on this, right? But ID is unique. This ID of this IBM and ID of this IBM are different, right? So you just need to make sure that you have the ID while you're doing the update. Let me update all the fax numbers to this. Save it. So if you have, most of the times what we do is, in case I want to update some data, so best way of doing that is take an export from the data loader. Okay. So advantage of taking an export from data loader, you already get a CSV file, you have the ID is there, you just have to make the changes, save it back. Fine. The same file, I don't have to create any extra file. The same file I can use for updating. So click on update, update accounts, browse the file. Now your export file, extract.csv can be used here for updating the data. So click on next. Says your operation will contain 21 records. That's fine. Create a map. So the field mapping is done here in this way, where all the Salesforce fields are at the top and your CSV fields are here. So do an auto match first of all. Yeah, auto match matches all the fields, right? Because the fields we took out from Salesforce only, so the field names are exactly the same. So auto match helps here. Click on OK. Go to next. Okay. For update also, it asks you for a location where you want to save the log files. I was just talking about detailed log files, right? So those log files will be stored in this location, the location that you define here. Okay. I think one of you missed on the steps of update. So let me again start it. So you just need to click on update, select the object. So here we are talking about accounts, right? Browse the file, the one that we just saved, which has the updated information. Click on next. So it says your operation has 21 records, that's fine. Then we'll have to map the fields. So for mapping the field, click on create or edit map, auto match fields. Okay. These fields have been mapped. Click on OK. Go to next and click on select the directory where you want to save the success and error file. So for update also, it will give you success and errors, which all records were successfully updated, which were not updated because of error, what was the error. So entire details it will say, save in this location. So click on finish. See, again this is something very quick, instantly does it and throws you a message. The operation has fully completed. There were 21 successful updates and 0 errors. So there were no errors. All the records were successfully updated. Now you see the fax number for all the records have got updated. Status item updated. Okay. Now if I go back to Salesforce and see, I will see that fax number of all my accounts is that same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Open any of the record, you will see the fax number has got updated. Right, so this is just an example that I wanted to show, but you can update whatever data you want. Let's say you want to update the industries, technology, something else that you want to update, the city. So this is how your mass update will work. Okay. I think I had a question here. Shyam had a question. Do we need to create it every time? So I think Shyam, you're talking about security token, right? No, security token is needs to be created once. Till the time you do not reset it, you can use the same security token. Okay. So it is not a one-time password. It will be valid till the time you do not go and reset it. The moment you have reset it, then the previous one will get expired. That is the concept. And one small thing with a security token is that every time you change your password, you need to reset security token. So if you have changed your password also, after that your previous security token will not work. Otherwise, you can keep on using the same security token every time. Fine. So we have done mass update of records also. So we have done import, export, delete, transfer and update. Right? So this is these are the basic these are basically the mass data operations that can be done on Salesforce, and these are everything, I mean, almost everything we are able to do.